future. You cannot fuck the future, sir. The future fucks you.
Hi everyone, this is Jay, and today we're gonna go back to Dungeon Dreadmore. If I sound a bit sniffly, that's because I might have hay fever. So I'm gonna go to a doctor about that, get some antihistamine in my body, and make sure I don't tear up and be all sniffly all the time. Anyway, so it's been a while since we played Dungeon Dreadmore, or Dungeon Dreadmore, Infinity Wars. Did I just cut? Whatever. In the meantime, I've built my own deck. I've gotten a lot better at the game in general, and this is a deck that I'd like to just, you know, take a look at with you guys. So we're going to start off with the sort of backbone of the deck, and that is this card, Summoning Stone. Now, what it does is every time I play a spell, which in this case is anything like not location or character or artifact based, I put 2 counters on this card, and then I can remove all of them, and I get a creature with power and toughness equal to the number of counters I took off it, and I just get that for free. So that's, in my book, it's a really good card. And yeah, so just a quick walkthrough of the commanders. I have Ether Acolyte, which is a card that gets stronger every time I cast a spell, or an ability card in this case, whatever. Yeah, the terminology in this game is not too solid, not in the way Magic is, at least. So the terms sometimes cross paths, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. The second one is Varroy Death Worshipper, which gets stronger every time I kill something, which, as you might suspect, is something this deck is wont to do. And the last one is Varroy Kidnapper. So basically what the idea of this deck is kill everything my opponent has, get some free flying demons, and then beat face with those. So in execution it's kind of styled after a control deck in Magic the Gathering, and I've noticed that there's players that, you know, don't really know how to deal with this kind of deck, which means that you sometimes get some pretty easy wins just by playing this, because opponents don't really know what to do against the cards you're playing. So yeah, so that's why I have the Varroy Kidnapper, because it's a creature that also works as a removal spell, so that's good. What I have creature-wise in the deck itself is just the Wealthy Noble. I am of the opinion that this card should be in every deck, because going from 1 to 3, or just, you know, having that one extra resource is really good, even if it does cost you 10 morale when it dies. This is also one of the, you know, against certain decks this is going to be costly, but whatever. I think this card should be in every deck 3 times, just, it should. And that's really the only creature I have in the deck itself. As for things that are relevant, I have the Hellmouth, which is a location that spawns demons every turn. So this card just creates inevitability, in that I just keep spawning demons, and I keep eating your face. And then I have, for spot removal, I have Annihilate, which kills every single thing. This card is so good. I have Assassinate, which kills everything, and I have Death Ray. And then for a bit more constricted, I have Firebolt, and I have Lightning Blast, and Lightning Blast is obviously the superior of the 2. And then I also have the Perils of Command, which I think I'm going to dial back to 1 as soon as I get a 3rd Desolation. Just because this card often ends up being a dead card in your hand, which is not something you really want. Even if you can cycle it, I'd really rather not have to use my resources for that, because it makes the card I draw 3 resources more expensive, which isn't something I like to do. And then For sweepers, we have Heatwave against the what's it called? The Flame Cult, whatever, the Red Rush decks, and just decks full of weenies. We have Winds of War, which is a worse version of Mass Death, and Mass Death is one of the best cards in this deck. And then we have the glue that ties it all together, Dark Wish. This card is the nuts. Dark Wish basically does whatever I need. It gives me a finisher in as a 16/16 flying demon. It allows me to just dig out whatever I want, or it allows me to kill a creature. And if that doesn't work, I can just draw 3 cards and hope I draw something that does work. Which usually, if I do use the draw 3 cards, I usually either look for a Summoning Stone, the Hellmouth, or a Sweeper, which is something that Dark Wish can do. The raise target character from your graveyard to your support zone function is something I very, very rarely use. I have used it once or twice on Ferrari Kidnapper, because it is very good for that. It just, yeah, oh, that's the wrong card. It gives me, like, pay 5, kill a target creature, which is very good. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to sneeze for a minute. There we go. So, yeah, good card. As you can see, this deck is called B Summoning Stone, and that's because I had a Summoning Stone, which is different, which is basically the same deck, but a bit different. It has a different commander for once. It has Aletta, the Immortal Searcher, because it allows me to draw late game. It had Aletta's Discovery, which allowed me to tutor out the Summoning Stones. It had a Cannon Fire, which was a potential 2-for-1. And it had, there we go, Scouting Mission, which was a spell that gave me 3 creatures, which is also good. And instead of the Hellmouth, it had Feroria, the Lone Keep, although I'm not a big fan of this card anymore. The reason I had this card in the deck is because I wanted a card that ensured that I wasn't attacked that much, which this card is very good at, but in the end, just killing everything else is better than not dying. So, yeah, that's why. My win percentage with this deck is pretty good. It's about 75% of the games that I actually get to finish, which I think is good. But it could be, it could be better. The deck does have some weak spots, which I will have to properly identify and at some point fix. The biggest problem it has is that it has trouble. If you just don't draw a sweeper at either turn 5 or turn 6, you're getting what's called card disadvantage, which is a Magic the Gathering term, but or at least no, tempo disadvantage. I'm sorry, in that you have to keep using your 1 card to kill their 1 card, and because they play more creatures than I usually play kill spells, that doesn't really always work that well. Here we go. So this is a pretty decent hand. I have 2 potential removal spells. I have 2 sweepers, which is good. This card is gonna do near to nothing against my deck. So yeah, I'm gonna start out with the Wealthy Noble, which is a very good opening, I think. There we go. Dream Draw. Play the Summoning Stone turn 2, which whatever. Yeah, play the Summoning Stone turn 2, which gives me a creature to do things with, or at least it gets better. What are you? Target character is flying until the end of turn. Okay. If you want to spend a card on that, that's fine. We saw this card, and I think this card in your graveyard. Okay, cool. Fine. I'm going to use a Firebolt on this character, and I'm not going to play the Ether Acolyte. I think I'll save it for a bit. Wait until something happens. Oh, I think he's going to kill one of my creatures now. He's going to poison the Ferrari Kidnapper. Okay, that's fine. Fine. I am going to have to deal with this card at some point, but because It isn't really dangerous until turn 8. I don't have to do that now. If Siren Fist is destroyed while on the battlefield, yeah, this one costs 10, so I have a ton of time before I need to deal with these guys. My opponent has nothing on the battlefield at this point, and since this card is going to die anyway, I'm just going to spend my turn drawing a card, get a Dark Wish. Dark Wish is good. Yeah, it dies, that's fine. So this card is annoying because it gets stronger for every card, if like everything of its own that's in the graveyard. I'm going to make the assumption that he's going to try to attack with it. Is that good? Is it an assumption I can make? I think it is. Yeah, I'm just going to assume he's going to try to attack with it, which is why I'm going to use a Death Ray on it. Yeah, a Death Ray on it, kill target character combat zone. So if he keeps this, if he keeps this creature in a support zone, my Death Ray does nothing, which sucks. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. And because this will be an 8/8, is that good enough? No, I'd rather keep it back. The Firebolt, I think I'm going to shuffle away the Firebolt, get a Desolation. Desolation is good. Okay, good. Okay, he did what I was thinking he was going to do. Play his creature, which makes sense, because I don't have an attacker at this point. Okay, so he's probably going to put this creature in play and attack me with it, which I think I'm fine with. Yeah, no, I'm fine with him punching me with that. Need to keep in mind that he is going to be able to use this card soon. Although it is still just combat zone, but I'd rather not have him able to do that. I think I'm going to just use my Dark Wish, get a 16/16 flying, and does this has Infect? That character comes into play from, what does Infect do again? This raises an undead character with slow under your control. Okay, sure. So this gets turned into an 8/8. Yeah, that's fine. 8/8 is fine. I'll put it down as a blocker. Yeah, there we go. Dark Wish for a 16/16 flying demon character. So I kill his guy. My guy gets turned into an 8/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Mass Death. Just accept that my Ether Acolyte is going to die, which is basically unavoidable. And I'm going to use a Death Bolt on that character. Next turn I will have to kill the Patient Zero, because else he's going to kill my demon, which I don't want. But I think I have priority next turn. Okay, good. He is doing what I am. He's playing predictably at this point, which is good. Target character and opponent, if a character dies, comes in. Oh, okay, that's good. So I had priority this turn. Okay, that sucks. He's going to play that character, probably. Just like he's been doing so far. Annihilate on the Patient Zero. This turns in, that makes it a 12/12. I'll kill that character. How many cards? He has 2 cards in hand. Okay, good. So this is basically what what card advantage applies to. So with this card, I was able to kill 3 of his cards with 1 of my card. So that's good, because basically he has to draw 3 cards in order to get his 1 card back, or to get to equal my whatever. It's good. It's something you want to do if you can. Put the dragon in, or the demon in play. I had the Annihilation and the Death Ray, so that makes this into a number I can't read. I think it makes it a 14/14, which I think is good enough. But I'm gonna hold back for 1 more turn. Put it in play, just like I expected. Oh, okay. So here's why this card is bad. So now he kills my demon, and he gets it next turn. So I hoped I had priority, which means my cards resolved first, but obviously I didn't. This happens sometimes, not really that much you can do about it. I would actually like to save a kill spell for this guy. But obviously I can't. Okay, so I need to kill the Cyber Dragon now because he's going to play it next turn, and if he does, he will get 6 Endless Hordes, which makes all his further Endless Hordes 6 power and toughness stronger, which is not something I want to deal with. So I'm going to play another one of these guys and play a Death Worshipper just to attack him with it, and I'm going to make a 16/16 Demon. There we go. He's going to use Raise Dead on one of his characters. Not sure what he's going to use it on. On patient 0. Okay. Oh, fuck. So where does that leave me? Okay, I'm going to move this back. I'm going to use 2 Desolations just to get them out of my hand. Do this one just so I can get more resources. And now we play the most waitingest game. Curious what's going to happen. Okay, that's absolutely fine. So now I kill his patient 0 with my 2 Desolations. I get my Desolations out of my hand as well, which is absolutely fine. I get my 16/16 Demon. Put my Furor Death Worshipper back in play. Put my Demon that I got from the Summoning Stone as a defender. And then I'm going to search my deck for a Hellmouth, so I can start making demons that way. I think I get it. I think I don't get it now. No, I don't get it now. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a card, because this card is actually pretty decent against this deck. So I'm going to keep it. I think that is what I'm going to do. Yes, that's my turn. Okay, so he kept his demon back, which is odd, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. I think I'm going to switch these around. He doesn't. Yeah, there's always like the. Wait, maybe I should just. So I take 18 then. Yeah, I'm just going to Hubris of the Weak this character. Turns it into a 1/1, which means it's not a threat anymore. This now makes an 8/8. Is that enough? No, that's not enough. Okay, I'm going to keep it. I have 5 over. Draw a card. Mass Death is always good. Good reset button if I need it. Gain 2 morale for each character in your graveyard. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, turn that into a 1/1. There we go. Eat it. Okay, so good trade there. So this works for 6. So I now make 2 demons. Shuffle away my hubris, my Perils of Command. There we go. Okay. Did I cast a spell this turn? I didn't. Do I want to use Heat Wave? Heat Wave is actually really bad against this deck, so I'm just going to shuffle it back. Draw a card. There we go, Firebolt. That's a lot better. I can just use that to kill one of his characters, which I'm fine with. Get 2 demons. There we go. Start punching him to death. That's now at 8. So activate the Hellmouth. Get 2 demons. Cast a spell first. I'm going to use that on him. Boost my character, my Death Worshipper as well. Make a 10/10 demon. And I'm going to put one of those as blockers. And one of them on the assault. There we go. Let's do this. Create 5. Yeah, okay, so this is one of the points where I would have liked Heat Wave, but whatever. I'll bear my shame. Oh, I should have drawn a card. Shit. There we go. So he takes a bunch. 24. Okay. I'm just gonna put the Death Worshipper here. And 16, 22, 30. Okay, so now he would take 30. But because he does have kill spells, just get a bit of redundancy in here. 6, yeah, so I have 24 just with the 6/6s. Now I have 2 ways to kill him, basically. Activate the Hellmouth just to be sure. And I'm gonna kill that one so I can boost this one. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yes, there we go. 50. I block all these characters. Yeah, fine with all this. My Death Worship. Oh, I forgot. My Death Worship just gets her health back. Okay, good. Well, and then he died. Okay, so that went well. This is usually a pretty tough matchup for this deck because if they manage to make a whole bunch of characters, obviously this guy didn't really know how to build this deck. Unfortunately, I'm gonna play ranked matches next. But yeah, that's gonna be next episode. See you later, guys.